What is going on, everybody? My name is Connor Everything, and welcome back to another Advanced Wars by Web replay commentary. And no, this isn't the use of Photoshop. There's no smoke and mirrors, and this video definitely isn't edited in any way. That is the real Starflash 250, often considered the single best Advanced Wars by Web player in the world. I reached out to him because I had just hit 200 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I just hit 200 subscribers, and then a day later, I'm already at 220. Like, you guys are insane. I love, like, the little, very, very small community we kind of have in the comments. So many people are just not afraid to give me advice and comment on my play and just comment on random things, and that's made me very, very happy, and I really like doing this. I'm getting so distracted at work because all I can think about is my next video for my YouTube channel. So one day I know we're gonna be really big, and you guys are in on the ground floor, so thank you for that. But I reached out to him via Advanced Wars by Web. I said, and I'm sure people do this all the time, I said, hey, I make YouTube videos, and I just hit 200 subscribers, and I thought it'd be funny for a 200 subscriber special if you would play me in a match. And he immediately wrote me back and said, sure, man, I'll do it. I was like, holy moly. I was starstruck. That's, I haven't met a lot of famous people, but he's definitely like one of the most famous people I've ever talked to in my life. I met DJ Pauly D once from the Jersey Shore. Pretty weird, huh? But yeah, that's probably the other most famous person I've ever met. Other than that, I mean, seriously, famous to me. I mean, the dude's a legend in this community. So I was so honored to go up against him, and it was very nice of him to accept me. So thank you, Starflash. Thank you so much. And so, introing the map, we are playing on Goldfish Princess. I thought it would be hilarious because I had done 3 videos in a row on it. Some of you are kind of meme me for it, so thank you for all that. And I'm also playing Sami because that's the meme, right? Sami on Goldfish Princess is unstoppable. It is most certainly stoppable, but it's a champ or a CO that I like to play on this map. For videos that for reasons that I've broken down in my other videos. So I said, hey, will you play me on Goldfish Princess? And he goes, yeah, what tier and all this? And I said, it'd be kind of funny if you played Sami. And he goes, nah, I'm not playing. I don't want to play Sami. And he said, I can if you want. I said, no, I won't make you do that, but I will. And then he said, can I go Luxios? And I said, no. And he was like, no, Flack or Jugger. I was like, oh, yes, you definitely can. So I said yes, because I just thought it'd be so much more entertaining to see some COs that we may never ever again see on the channel. All right, the last thing before I start is I mix up the words artillery and anti-air so often that I've now placed a rule for myself. For every time I say artillery instead of anti-air, or anti-air instead of artillery, I'm going to do 10 push-ups or 20 crunches mixed in with each other. So I'll go 10 push-ups and 20 crunches. And I'll try to edit it into the video if I ever make the mistake. And if I do make the mistake a lot, can somebody please pay attention and just put an official counter in the comments? I'll pin it. That would be very much appreciated. I gotta stop doing that. I have to imagine you guys are absolutely pulling your damn hair out of your head whenever you hear me do that. So come on, I'm improving, guys, not just in my gameplay, but in my commentary skills as well. All right, and oh, I forgot to check if this looked good, so let me just check. Yeah, it's all right. Hold on, let me just make Sami a little bit bigger here. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do this. Oh, holy. Okay. I'm leaving that in the video. I like to take the videos right from OBS and just put it in YouTube because my film editing software takes 2 hours to spit out, like 3 hours to spit out an hour-long video. So, and it's the same quality. So I'm just gonna leave it in there. Sorry. Please don't unsubscribe for me. I just got to 200. Okay. So obviously, I am playing Sami, a champion that we've covered multiple times on the channel. But if you're new or this is your first video of mine, I'm going to stick to tradition and still break her down. So Sami works like this. Her foot soldiers gain plus 30% attack, which is a very, very nice bonus. And that's to mechs too. So her mechs can replace her tanks, but the movement on mechs is so tough that it's just kind of hard to justify mechs instead of tanks. You still need tanks. And they have a 50% capture point bonus, meaning that if a infantry is at 10 health, normally it would capture 10 of a city, and 20 is required to capture it, but a 50% would be 10 plus half of 10. So 10 plus 5, it would go down 15. Now, what's so nice about that is if you're on a city and you're capturing it, and a recon interrupts you, puts your soldier down to 5 HP, well, there's only 5 HP left on the city, and your soldier gets a 50% bonus to his 5 HP anyway, so you get to capture the city. What does that mean? Sami is very, very hard to interrupt. You have to commit multiple units to interrupt her, otherwise it's useless. You're just shooting at something that's going to capture it anyway, and you've revealed one of your units. So that's why it's so nice. Big downside, her other direct units lose 10% attack, so tanks, battle copters, but something that I literally just figured out, and you guys are gonna hate this, that's direct units. So her indirects are not touched. And I did not know that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not know that. So in my Sami games as of recent, I've been making an effort to really, build infantry walls and use a lot more indirects because they're unaffected, and I think that's how you're supposed to play Sami. Nobody told me in the comments. Thanks guys. What are you guys good for? I'm kidding. Don't unsubscribe. I just got a 200. I just got 200 subscribers. Don't unsubscribe, please. Okay. But her transport units also gain +1 movement, which is super nice and can be used really, really nicely on a lot of different maps. I tend to try to pop a transport unit early on Sami, but I think in this game, I have not watched this replay yet, but in this game I think I actually stray away from it because I just get so freaking scared of Star Flash that I just want to get my units out there. Just want to get my units out there. Anyway. Her CO power, which is almost never popped, is called Double Time. Foot soldiers gain +1 movement, and their attack is increased to 50%. So you get a 20% boost to a soldier's attack, plus the 10% that every CO gets whenever you pop a CO or Super CO. So all units will gain +10, but foot soldiers technically gain an additional +30%. So pretty good buff, and the movement's pretty nice. If you have mechs that are a line of mechs one space away from the front line, pop it, shove them in there and take out their tanks because they hit really hard. Her victory march is where it's at though. Foot soldiers gain +2 movement and their attack is increased to 70%. Foot soldiers can capture buildings instantly even with 1 HP. Now that's the whole point of Sami. So if you're spread out across the map and if you have lots of infantry and you pop victory march, well, I'm phrasing this incorrectly. If you're going up against Sami and you see a victory march coming, you have to cover up your properties. Otherwise, she's just going to, from way downtown, from 5 spaces away, take your income. And then you got to fight for that income to come back. And now it can be spread out. You can wipe out her infantry presence and then recapture them. But there's going to be an infantry disparity for at least a couple turns. And in most cases, there's going to be an income disparity for the rest of the game because she'll overtake at least one of your building's positions. And then she can slow play it from there. So you got to be careful. Let's see if Star Flash is careful, guys. You think Star Flash is going to be careful? Star Flash is playing Flack. Flack's luck on attacks is, instead of 0 to 9%, it's -9 to +24%. So if we just net that, that is actually a net of +15% luck damage, right? If you're just going off statistics, let's call it +15 luck damage. However, he's often considered the second worst CO in the game behind Jugger. Just because of the negative luck, and then also what his what his CO power and Super CO can do. So his CO power is brute force. Luck range is changed to -19 to +49. So with Nell, it moves from 0 to +59 on her CO power. Why wouldn't you pop it? That can only be a positive. You can only possibly get higher luck. So Flack's luck is minus 9% on his day-to-day, if you pop his CO power, there's a chance you can be hitting for minus 19% luck damage. That's horrible. You're now doing less damage, and you popped a CO power. So that's why he's considered so low, because his Barbaric Blow is even crazier. Luck range has changed from negative 39 to plus 89. So yeah, he can hit really hard, and he's got a higher chance of hitting very hard, but as that spectrum pans out, you also, the dartboard gets bigger for his negative, in the negative side too. So you can pop a Barbaric Blow, take 5 engagements, all at negative damage. You have just completely wasted, and that's not, I mean, that's not unheard of on Flack. It really isn't. So that is Flack in a nutshell. That's why he's considered so low. He's actually, you are not allowed to play him in the global league because the creator of the site hates luck damage. It's the same reason you're almost never able to play now, because he does not want to put games up to chance. However, they're fun to use, and you know, I can see the frustration in losing to a Flack and going, well, he shouldn't be allowed. He got so lucky. The only reason he beat me was a luck roll or two, and that can be true. But I mean, there's a lot of luck rolls in the game, and he can certainly go negative. So I think if they allow him, they could allow him in tier 3. But honestly, he ought to just be tier 4 because he's just so bad. Just the Brute Force and Barbaric Blow are just not very, very good powers. Okay, so those are the 2 COs that are in this match. And you guys ready for the classic line? Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so let's just get it going. Flack. Here we go. Day 1. I pop infantry. Whew, what a move. Okay, and like I said, I've never seen this game before right now. So this is like a tutorial. This is like, think about it this way. This is a tutorial about how to play this map if you want to win in low elo, right? Like, let's watch how Star Flash plays and really focus on it. So the next time I or you get Goldfish Princess, you can play like the best player in the world, right? That's the whole point. Okay, push out my infantry. Okay. Okay, here we go. Then buy more infantry. This all looks good. Yeah, that looks... Oh, so I pushed it out to... Why didn't I grab this? Oh God, I'm so stupid. Okay, I actually remember doing this and going, oh my God, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. I was panicking. I was playing the best player in the world. Can you really blame me? So yeah, I mean, all said and done, it's going to be the same amount of income, honestly. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, but here we go. I go more infantry, and oh my God! Turn 3 recon. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Okay, turn 3 recon. He goes for it, and you know he knows. I mean, he knows he's playing Sami. He knows I can't interrupt caps, but he's doing it probably just to get reconnaissance, just to get info, and then I just keep pumping out infantry. Okay, he drives it all the way down the road. Pushes this out, follows, and then yeah, gets a nice little, gets close to these 2 properties here. How does he do that? So he just goes, how does he do that? He goes, how did this? Oh, he skipped. Look at this. He's property skipping. Interesting. Why would he do this? Oh, because this. Oh, you know why? Because this is going to get this next turn. Oh, that's smart. This is going to go here anyway. It's, yeah, but, okay, yeah, so that's like kind of like a capture chain-esque thing, right? Yeah, that's a capture chain. Okay, very cool. You know, I really harped on capture chains in, I think, my last video, or maybe 2 videos ago, and, you know, there were some pretty constructive comments on that, and thank you for those. Capture chains, like, work well, like, look, this is a capture chain, this to this. It's where, you know, infantry can optimally just move from one building to the next. So that's what a capture chain is. Something like, and I don't see any of them, I don't see any other really good capture chains on this map. Like maybe this can push forward, this can come here, and then go here in 2 turns while this one's way out front. I don't know. We'll just have to see exactly what Starflash does, but see, he property skips the airport in favor of pushing onto a further property, and I like that. I think I'm going to do that from now on. Okay. And then he just moves us over here to get vision, I guess. Okay. I mimic him. I mimic him as much as I can. I'll be able to grab these 3. Okay, pushes out, and then I just open up tank. I wanted tank recon, but I didn't. But that would have taken everything. Or no, I couldn't afford it. So I go tank, and I said I'll actually follow it with a recon in case he opened up recon, and he did. So I mean, get read like a book. Star Flash, am I right? Okay, he keeps pushing out, and he doesn't do that. He just opts to keep his income. And okay. Oh, very nice. Yeah, see, this is what I talk about too. Just push out as far as you can, if you can, and that's what he's doing, because then this can come grab this next turn. And then he just, wow, he just goes arty. So he's got no tank on the field, just pops an arty right away. Okay, and then I'm pushing out like this, and yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty good. Look, I'm going to capture all 4 of these. I think it's pretty solid stuff. I'm obviously farther back than he is. I should be getting this port right now if I'm kind of copying him. And then I go a recon to back up my tank and scout for it. So, yep, he just gets to cap in and pushes his recon real deep, and he sees one of my units. So now he knows how far out I am. What do you guys think? You think he'll take this engagement? We'll see. And then he just stocks up on infantry. So really, really interesting opening. I wonder if he would always open like this. If he would open like this against any opponent, or if he knew I was new and just decided to have a little bit of like high skill fun with me. Because this is an opening I would have never seen coming. Okay. And yeah, I mean, yeah, so, and then I get my recon, and I go to this bush, and I see his recon. So we did play this asynchronously, so he obviously watches the replay viewer, so he knows my tank is in there. I push out, and then I go another tank to really overload this side, and I'm neglecting up here, but I'm just kind of going for a strong side, weak side approach. You know what, I might just drive this all the way up here, who knows. And then this is a nice place for this to sit. It's okay. Like, you know, the coverage isn't like great. You know, it's just covering one city that he's going to get anyway. But he just puts it in the bush just to hide it. He doesn't know if I have a recon up here or whatever. I'm not that good Star Flash. I most certainly do not have a recon up there. Okay, and now he goes tank arty. He goes another arty. He goes tank arty, and then he uses all of his. So if he went double tank, he would have had to base skip. Tank arty infantry. Okay, man. So I knew he had 2 artillery, and I was pretty shocked. So I've never done this maneuver before, and I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It gets these 2 really forward in position. They have no backup. That's obviously the biggest weakness to holding that position. Okay, I drive my recon up, push out, and then I go another tank. I'm gonna bring this tank towards the middle or the top at least, because I have 2 tanks in this area and a recon. So. Okay, he gets to cap in, and then this is just beautifully placed. He's actually using the lake tile to help wall off his artillery. Very nice. But he doesn't have anything backing it up, so I somehow got. Oh, you know what? You know what he does? Like, look at this. Like, God, this is so cool. Seriously. So even if I could get all the way over here to take a shot, his tank would be in a position to back it up. Just. Really, really cool positioning. Now he reveals my units, and yeah, so this is all walled off now. This is a cool little vision wall right here. I love this, and he's pushing into my territory for that property as well. And then he goes double recons. Okay, another thing I've been doing a lot of is buying a lot of recons. So I like this move. I think it's a good move. Okay, pushing up, and then with these 2, I'm like. Okay, you know what? You could probably. I was like, at this point, he could probably interrupt one of these, but not both of them. So maybe I'll get at least one, right? Because I'm like, this is probably as far this unit out. That's not true. He's all the way up here already. That's kind of crazy, actually. So I push into this forest, and I have pretty good control over here, honestly. Like I know what's going on. I have lots of units, and they're all hidden. And I see he's got an arty. I was like, damn, that is a deep early artillery. Okay, and then I get scared of his battlecopter, so I pop a anti-air. Okay, let's see. Let's see what he does here, because this is big. Okay, so he's able to get actually 2 full interrupt, and look at this. Oh my God, does this ever sit nicely? It's walled off behind units, and it's covering both properties. That's really cool. That is really cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm totally gonna do that from now on. That's really, really cool. So maybe an early artillery actually goes kind of hard in this map. So this is just really good stuff to know, obviously. And then he does the exact same thing that I made. So yeah, but I did it first, Star Flash. So you take a few pointers. You might want to do that a little turn earlier, buddy. Okay, so he pulls back. Yeah, so he just pulls back. I mean, smart right now. Look, he's got like lots of infantry, lots of blockers, and a very good artillery wall. I mean, this is like optimal coverage. This looks so good. This is awesome. I love this opening. I'm gonna try to copy this opening. I think I can pull it off as long as I don't get greedy. That's obviously like my biggest pitfall in this game is I get overconfident and I rush in and I just get a little too greedy. So you know I actually have a pretty good army stacked up behind here. We're pretty even on income, not exactly. Okay, then he does concede the city and he just gives it to me. Can finish me off and then immediately start capping, which is a problem. And then oof. Yeah, this kind of sucks, and he can full interrupt me here. Gets a good luck roll. See, there's Flack's good luck coming in there. And, yeah, he cleaned out my upper side. Now, granted, I'm doing that to him. He doesn't have a chance of holding this up here, so I was like, you know, I guess that's the way it's got to be. I didn't put any troops up there. It's just the way it's got to be. So pulls back, like fully invested in ensuring that he gets this area, and just like not playing aggressively at all, playing so smart and just building up a wall around his artillery. You know, he's done his aggression and it's paid off. He's gotten these 2 far cities, and he knows he can't keep them, so he's just gonna pull back and build up an army. My army doesn't quite look like his. I don't have any artilleries. Yawn. I don't have any artilleries, and it's just not very cohesive. It's very strong-sided, but we'll see what I'm able to do. So kind of push out. I don't know what he's got, and then I'm like, okay, if this is it, I'm actually probably pretty safe. And then I want to get vision up here again. I just lost it with all my infantry. I kind of push up a little bit. I push into him a little bit, that's for sure. And then here's kind of where Avengers assemble my line. But this line kind of means nothing if there's no artillery behind it. It's not threatening. And I think I realized that. I finally milled an artillery, and I built another battlecopter right away. So now there's actually, God, there's a big income disparity. It will swing. I will get this property. It will swing, but as of now, the income disparity is actually pretty damn big, unfortunate. So look, he's just using just wall tactics, using his infantry as walls, which is a really good thing to do with Sami because they're so strong. They're stronger, I guess. Okay, and I mean, yeah, he is in no rush. He's in no rush, and look, I think a lot of people in this elo would fight like hell to defend this property. But Starflash says, I mean, if you want that property, I think you're going to get it. And if you want, I have lots of infantry to interrupt it, but why would I stick a unit on here? That's probably going to get destroyed and then I'll have no vision, and then what, you know? So, just really smart play. And look, he's conceding this. Why would he stick around and try to defend it when my infantry are stronger and he has nothing in the area to fix that? He doesn't. I really wanted to get an infantry on this mountain, and it just kind of, that idea just like slipped away from me. I figured he did. He actually does not, but an infantry on this mountain is a very good place for this to sit. So yeah, like look, I sit my black boat on here because I don't want him taking it, and I knew he had artillery in the area, so I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll just let it die. It's not the biggest deal to me. So yeah, I'm kind of doing the same thing as Starflash, like just building up a wall. Really, just building up a wall. Speaking of building up a wall, this has nothing to do with a wall. I don't know why I said that. Sami's theme, everybody. All right, I'm going to edit that out. All right, welcome back. Here we go. So he actually decides to push into me here. I do not know what made him decide to push into me because he has no idea what I have back here, but he knows that this is open and there's not there could be an artillery here, but then it wouldn't reach. So if there's an okay, so let's at the end of the day, I think it was smart of him to do this. Picks that up, gets lots of vision, can now see into this bush, can clean me. He does. So this is classic Star Flash, right? Because he is a big yeeter, I believe, right? He plays quickly and throws his units into the fray. Unlike Inkugarku who tends to, sit back and build up walls. He's like, him and Grimguy are like, where they just like to get into the fray and mix things up. So he's got a nice little wall right here. Not a lot of coverage. Actually a lot. He's got plenty of coverage of his tank. Whatever I want to do with it, I can shoot on his troops in the outskirts. Okay, he pushes and goes tank, infantry, and builds another battlecopter. Okay, cool. So he actually has a lot of battlecopters. He kept them very well hidden. I did not know he had that many. So I actually see some pretty good engagements to take here. So I just take this engagement right here. He's got no artillery covering it, so good engagement. I just stay on the forest. Now I'm continuing to be blind in the forest. Take that infantry engagement. Take that one. Can finish it. Now for my own city, I can take a shot. He's got an art. I was really sad about the artillery, and then okay, I think this was a mistake. For me to just rush in there with a battlecopter without any information of an anti-air. Look at how well he's hiding his troops. His battlecopters, and for me to just rush in there, I think that was a mistake. I needed more vision. I don't even have a good recon in the mix here, and he does. So that was a big mistake. See, here we go. So last turn, I doubled up my recons because I knew I was like, oh no, I don't know if I lost it. No, it's right here. So I only made one in the game. So big early game mistake. I should have made a recon and pushed it out so I could get more vision like that. Okay, push. Yep, and not the worst. So it's the end of my turn, and I'm just barely up in troop value, but he has so many more troops than me. I don't know what happened. He really just cleaned. Because of these bad infantry engagements up here, I lost, and then he cleaned up some units around here. So we'll see what he does. He will obviously, remember to do that, and then. Yeah, I was so sad. I just left my artillery out to dry. Could have been a lot more careful with it. All I did was, I really should not have moved it here, period. Because I saw the artillery. I knew I was going to get cleaned out next turn. I knew that, and then I had to have guessed that this would have died. So it looks safe right here. It really does look safe, but this could have been easy. I think it could have been very easily avoided by me. And then from the road. I think he gets a good luck roll there. And yeah, look, just easy pickings. He says, you're not going to get that. I say, okay, and then covers up. And then he actually pops a late CO power. Let's hear it. Oh, let's hear it. Okay. Here he goes. He comes in. Bad luck roll. I think that's a bad luck roll. All right, let's see. That's yeah, good luck. Definitely bad luck there. Definitely bad luck. Let's see. Bad luck again, and not necessarily bad, but not good. Okay, better luck, but still, I think those maybe can one shot. Yeah, about as good as luck as you can get, honestly. That was really good luck. Okay, and then let's see. Ooh, very good luck. That should not have done 7 normally. Pulls back. And then let's see this engagement. I mean that's pretty standard. It's probably good luck because I'm on a 3-star defense. Okay, he backs up, and he's obviously going to get that even with bad luck. Okay, and then he pushes out, and he's got still a pretty good wall. Okay, victory march coming though. If he's not careful, which he is, I could theoretically capture some properties, but we will see here, shall we? Okay, so I take this engagement. I can clean there. I can come in and not quite clean, but then clean. Then that. I'm pulling back on this side, maintaining vision, and then I can get a nice battlecopter hit, start capping that just to put pressure on him to make him attack it. I don't know if I agree with that. Now, I definitely should not have done this. You know what? I wanted to block off my anti-air. I didn't want him hitting me with his tank. And, you know, he probably could have figured out how to do it. Yeah, he actually could have easily done it, but I just didn't want him hitting me with my tank, me with his tank. So I push out and get back in that bush, and then I'm kind of like, okay, I told myself it's time to fall back. I made it a point to keep out of range of his artillery, so if he wanted to take engagements, they'd have to be direct engagements, and then I just go the trifecta here to handle it. Okay, let's review here. He's big up in troop value, unit value, and he's up in income. So it's just looking rough. He slow played me to perfection. I made a couple missteps, and he capitalized on them perfectly. I mean, he played it perfectly, right? So a very useful piece of advice that was given to me in the comments in a recent video was the level of importance between troop value, troop count, and income goes troop count, troop value, and then income. And I really liked that piece of advice, and I've been thinking of it in that way ever since I heard it. So thank you to whoever said that. I think that's good advice. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments. I think the order of importance is troop unit count, unit value, and then your total income. And in the just the scale of usefulness can really clean me up here. Let's just go back to Sami quick. Okay, so really cleans me up. He goes hard. I was like, damn, son, where'd you find this? You are going hard. You are going really hard right now. I was totally not expecting that. And then he can just hurt this. But I have another battlecopter in the area that can really hurt him too. So, okay, well, geez, he gets really good engagements. Oh man, he planned that so well. God, it's looking pretty bad, guys. Victory March is ready. It is ready. It is ready. But I mean, look, he's like, this whole side is empty. But how am I supposed to get up there in my current predicament? I'm not. Okay, so far we've seen me make a couple of mistakes, and we really have seen Starflash make no mistakes. And I think that's obviously why he's so highly rated. He's good at playing quick, but he's also amazing at just taking. I was so pissed. This definitely should have killed Sami. It's like a 15 to 25% chance to kill. So I got kind of mad and make that roll, but it doesn't matter. I can still clean it up, I guess. And yeah, I guess now it's time for me to just pull back, and hope that he overextends. Okay, I gotta be honest, Starflash. So I sent him a message in the middle of the game. I said, this is going so much worse than I ever could have predicted. And he said, no, you had the middle there for a second. What? Starflash, when did I ever have the middle? You completely dominated me. So I'm watching this income lead just go down the toilet. I know he's got higher unit count than me. I know he's got bigger unit value than me. And I mean, look at this. Like, this is so disgusting. This is just such good movement. And he doesn't even care. Oh wait, he does, because he's smart enough to cover that up. And wait, does he cover up his HQ? It'd be funny if he didn't. And I had a unit in here, because I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does he not cover up his HQ for my victory march? Let's see. No, he doesn't. I could have won! What the fuck? I could have easily won! He did not have vision of this bush almost ever. Hold on, so next turn, okay, now this is what this looks like. I push up. Okay, he's got vision of this. Oh my god. Okay, now next turn what? It looks like this. Oh, and he has vision. Oh, I mean, okay, so, what, wait, did I? Okay, so yeah, this is my turn, end of my turn, end of his turn. Okay, okay, so, I could, if I had a troop there, which, that would have been fucking wild, huh? Could you imagine if I beat Starflash like that? But, I think he knew that I couldn't have had a troop there. Now he Okay, he does see this, so I should have left it here and then pushed it here. You know what? If he just wasn't careful enough, but this infantry is going to spot it next turn no matter what. So, you know, there's nothing I could really do there. So here's kind of the wall I have going right now. It actually, I mean, it still does not look that bad. If he overextends, it could be bad for him. And yeah, with that gone, him just now looking at. Like, look at all this vision he has. He's all up in my grill. I'm nowhere near over here. Oh my God! Look at these just beautiful artillery walls. Seriously, just perfect artillery walls. He kept his units in this big cluster the entire time. He kind of like rock climbed his way through this, right? What do they say in rock climbing? They say like small moves, just one move at a time, right? My hand will go here. Okay, that's done. Okay, then my hand will go here. That's done. Now my foot will come up. Okay, that's done. So if you're gonna free solo a mountain, don't think about oh my God, that's a big mountain. Just think about it as one handhold at a time. I mean that's pretty much what I learned from watching Free Solo. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? He obviously outplayed me. But let's see if I can do anything, like anything. Okay, I still have Victory March. I'm just sitting on it, like that sucks. So I'm kind of like art imitates art. Some might say I'm imitating him. Oh, look at you gonna wall your troops up? Well, bring it on because I'm walling my troops up as well. But in the meantime I'm gonna capture all your fucking cities and almost win by cap. Damn it. So, God, I mean, he's got this whole area locked down. He only needs a couple troops to defend this because he sees I have this one troop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even make it to a city. So, yeah, I mean, like he must have been going like, poor kid. I didn't want to. I don't know. He seemed like a very nice guy, so I don't think he meant to beat me this bad. I mean, he certainly did, but he seems like a nice guy. So thank you for doing this, Starflash. Okay, here we go. It's time. It's time, and there's something you guys did not see coming. There we go. Oh, how the turntables. Starflash. What's the matter, Starflash? Do you even know? Do you even know how Victory March works? Just giving me this city? That was your absolute last mistake, you buffoon. Okay, so I actually kind of go hard. So I'm like, you know what? Justin Bieber says never say never. I say it's now. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I say it's now or never. So yeah, I bet you went to Yale. I bet you went to Yale because I graduated from Harvard. I did not graduate from Harvard. So I know I can one-shot this, take a shot from the road. I mean, like, I have lots of tanks. Like, it can get work done. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to actually challenge a different front. But he's got these... He's not bringing... I thought he would be bringing his troops straight down, but he's not. He's vetting them through the middle, as he should. And then I can take that out, interrupt this cap. And then is this only going to get a shot at this, and... A shot's a shot, which sucks. And I realized, okay, so this one will be gone by artillery, but I'll still have kind of a wall. And then I'm like, you know what? I have to at least start breaking through this infantry wall. I have to start doing something. And the troop unit value actually does not look that bad. But at the end of the day, it's unit count that really, really goes hard. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just getting vision. Just getting all my properties back. Oh my God, yeah, and obviously that tank is gonna go, and then look, he can just do that. Great. Yep. You know, I think I had a lot of tanks. He obviously had a lot of tanks too. So now it's just a matter of pulling back his. So he's actually sacking units. He's going for a barbaric. Oh, I thought he'd sack it for the barbaric, but no, he really does not need to do that. Okay, now, okay, he's got it. He's got it. And we were playing this asynchronously. We were playing this asynchronously. And, well, let's just go through the turn. Here's his ult. But he was messaging me on Discord. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that was pretty good. Okay, as expected. Yeah, as expected. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see it. Oh no! Oh, I mean that was okay. That was pretty standard actually. He okay. I thought it was worse because I did not see the replay until right now. He I come back to the game and a message from him and he just goes, oh, my rolls were pretty good. Awkward laugh as I now am literally a couple turns away from losing by cap. So I say I get some vision. I'm gonna go down swinging at least give me that, right? Like, look, I can still do some stuff, and you know, it goes down a little bit more, I guess. But eventually, I knew it was time to accept my fate, come back, and review the game and figure out how to get better. So that's it. That's the game. That is my game against the best Advanced Wars player in the entire world. He did give me a compliment, but you know, I think he was just being nice. He said, "No, I think you played pretty well." What fucking planet did I play well? So, key takeaways from this game. You know, I really liked his early artillery, and you know, a big mistake that actually, maybe it's not a mistake because I haven't been punished for it a lot, is I like run out in artillery sometimes and just leave it in a bush, but it's not, or leave it in a forest, but it's not protected, right? It doesn't have units around it. It's just sitting in a forest, so in the hopes that they get close enough where I can blast them. He just took really good care of his infantry. Ironic, because I'm Sami. I should have been doing that, but I you know, I just threw him away over here. I didn't get to these properties fast enough. I should have conceded and pulled back. But he just did a really good job of being super patient. He knew he was playing against a noob, but like, look, I mean, look at how patient he plays, right? And his whole turn ends and he's still here. His whole turn ends and he moves up super duper slow, like, and he's just got these infantry walls that are absolutely nuts. And I have like an infantry wall, but this is like an infantry fortress. This is different, you know. So, and even now, I mean, how did the troop value get to that, right? Like, how did the troop disparity get to that? So we were 26-26, 23-30. Did he take out 7 of my troops in one turn? Let's look. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then he just built 3. Okay, god damn it. That is fucking nuts, actually. Yeah, I mean, really, yeah, look, he gobbled up 3 infantry for free. I mean, how stupid of that was I? Those are important units. I mean, those are Mang's infantry if I've ever seen them, right? But yeah, I think the key takeaway is just to play slower. I loved his early game infantry movement. That also helped him secure these properties early, which he then obviously gave up, you know, him being smart. So yeah, you know, I thank you so much, Starflash, for helping make me a better player and taking the time to help just a little YouTuber who you know I'm gonna be the best in the world one day. I'm gonna keep playing. I love this game, and I love the interaction that I get in the comments from all you guys, and just knowing that when I put out a video, there's gonna be, you know, 1,000 views each time. Like 1,000 people, you know, think per video think that I'm worthy of watching, and that makes me feel really good. So thanks everybody. That's all I got for this episode. I know a lot of you don't really like the boot camp gameplay. But I'm gonna keep doing it. I just want to get through it, and I might not do the hard campaign and just play the hard campaign myself, but I definitely want to just get through both regular campaigns. So I'll upload them, watch them if you want, but I'm gonna focus on that for the next video, and then the video after that, I have another replay that I want to show you guys. So that's what's coming up on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.